Hey guys, it's Audra here. So I have some party training tips and tricks to share with you guys. I've already shared some ideas with you guys in the past, but I have some more that are really boosting my party sales, my party recruiting, and my party just attention in general. So I wanted to share those with you. I will share it super fast. I have a lot of information, so if you want to grab a piece of paper and a pen and write super fast, I'll try to get through this as quick as I can and share all of this information to help you boost your sales. So there's a lot of information here. Okay, so starting off, finding your host. Finding your host is super important because you want to find the host that is going to rock the party with you, that you can work with really well. So new presenters, this should be something that is super easy for you because starting out, all of your friends and family want to help you boost your business and support you and be there for you. So message all of your friends and your family and ask them to host a party for you. So just let them know that you're ready to get your business started and that you would love for them to be part of it, and that you know, in the meantime, they can be earning a lot of free makeup too. So message all of your friends and family. Current presenters, if you're having trouble finding a host, then I have some ideas to get some parties booked for you guys as well. If you're just posting on your wall those graphics saying in need of a host, comment below, you're not going to get a host that way. Like, you really need to start reaching out to your hosts and finding them that way. The hosts aren't just going to come to you. And as awesome as it is, because we know as presenters how much potential half-offs they can earn and why cash they can earn, they don't get that. So you really need to reach out to them and explain to them how it works. Okay, so some ways to find a host. If you can go in and you can find out who all is having a birthday that month, and the way to find that is you're going to click on your events, and then you're going to scroll down to the very bottom, and you're going to find all of the birthday months for April, and then, you know, so on, April, May, June, July, so on. So you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to write down all of those names of people that are having birthdays that month, and then you're going to go and you're going to write all of those people and ask them if they want you to celebrate and have a makeup birthday bash with them. You know, let them know that this is a perfect opportunity for them to earn free makeup for their birthday, and that you know, it would be awesome to host a party with them. So that is one way that you can find a host that way. So some other really good ideas, and you guys can come up with your own names. These are some of my current parties that I have going on right now that are super awesome and are really big for me right now. And I just kind of changed it up from doing your typical, you know, 10-day party. So right now I have a 5-day 3D party going on. It is strictly mascara. That's it. I'm selling mascara for 5 days, and I actually did not come up with this idea on my own. A host came to me and said, I only want mascara. I only want to hear about the mascara at my party, and I just want to have a big bash of mascara for 5 days. So we're doing that right now, and it's a hit. The other one I'm doing is a 5-day spring break bash, and I am introducing just only the tanning products, the bronzers. I'm doing tanning products, the bronzer, I'm doing the lip balm and lip gloss, just things that, oh, and the BB cream, just things that you can, that are really awesome for like tanning. And so that is my 5-day spring break bash. I'm also doing a high school girls night out bash, and it's just a bunch of high school girls. They invite their friends, and I'm doing a big bash for them on the internet as well. The other one I'm doing is a 50 friend makeover, and this is for 50 friends only. So I can do this for myself and put the link under myself, or a friend can do it, and they can have just 50 friends, make it very personal with just those 50 friends in there, and do a party that way. And then I'm also offering one-on-one makeovers via live. So those are some ideas for finding your host. Hostess coaching. This is super important, you guys. If you are not doing hostess coaching, then your parties could be like a bust. So make sure that you are requesting like a 10 to 15 minute call via the phone. Like, you want to be calling them on the phone. Like, take that time to talk to your host on the phone, and if they can't talk on the phone, then you want to send them a personal voice message on Facebook. So you do not want to tell your host that she does nothing, that she just props her feet up and drinks her wine and, you know, sits in her pajamas. Because if you're telling your host that, then your parties are definitely going to be a downer, because That is not true. Your hosts are the biggest part of your party. They are the ones that really need to be rocking it out with you, need to be liking, commenting, tagging, all of that stuff. So they do play a very big part in your party. So please don't tell your host that, because they're going to come into the party thinking that they don't have to do anything, and then when the party fails, it's going to be a bummer. So keep that in mind. A host plays a huge role in your party. You want to let your host know that it is very important that they are posting about the party on their wall, on their personal wall, that they're bragging about it and, you know, super excited about that. So you want to tell your host to make sure that they are commenting and liking on every single post that you put in that party. Even if they have to work that day and they're super busy, they can catch up and do it at night, as long as they are commenting on all the posts and they're liking all of the posts. The host should always be commenting on those, because it really starts interaction with their friends as well. Also, you want to provide your host with a daily post to post in their party. I make my own, and if you need help with that, you can go to Carly's Black Pop, our team page, or Pie Packs Pretty, and we have a posting challenge in there for April that is going to give you the picture and the post. So there should be no reason that you can't find anything, because it's all right there for you. So you can give your host something to post in the party at least once a day. You want to encourage your host to make sure that they're sharing selfies if they already have our products. Encourage them and really boost their confidence up to share those selfies in there, because that is super important as well. You want to make sure that you're sharing with your host the host rewards. If the host doesn't know their rewards, they don't know what they're looking, you know, to earn. So you want to make sure that you need, you're telling them that they need a $200 party to qualify, so you guys can at least get to $200. In my opinion, I think that it's great to offer an extra gift if they reach a certain point. So I always tell my my hosts, you can get $20 in Y Cash, or like a full-size product if you get $500 in orders on your party. That's up to you, whatever you want to do. You want to make sure that your host is tagging in the post. And so what I mean by that is, you know, like let's say we put a bonbon on our lips, and the bonbon color reminds you of one of your certain friends. You want to make sure that your host tags that friend in there and was like, oh my gosh, did you see this color bonbon? Like, it totally reminds me of you. I think you would rock it with your tan, and it would be so pretty on you. You need to check it out. So make sure that they're tagging their friends in certain things that remind them, or in products that remind them. So getting more viewers in your party. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Facebook works in like a weird way. And if you have a host that that is doing a party for you, and their friends that are not friends with you, just because they are added into that group does not mean that they are seeing your posts. So in order for them to be seeing their posts, they need to be entered into the party. And ways that you can enter them into the party is you want to have, that is where it is good for your host to be tagging, because when they tag their friends are going to get the notification. They're going to look at the notification, and then boom, they're in the party, because they've looked at that post. They're now entered into the party. Another way that you can get them to enter into the party is by actually going into the party, clicking the more button, and then clicking notification and click follow. They'll get all of the notifications to that party. Those are for people that really just want every notification for the party too. So your host can, I usually have like a little graphic that shows like click here, and then I post that in the party. The number one way to get more hosts, to get more people in your party is, guys, you have to be creating a invite. You can make a super cute invite and save it, and then just, you know, change the name to it or whatever, and it can just be something really simple. So like, you're invited to the unique party. This is super important, so listen here. So when you send the invite, you can create one for your host, save it in your notes, and then your host is going to send it to all of her girlfriends. So I usually keep it something simple like, hey, I'm hosting a unique party. I've tried these products and I'm obsessed with them. There's absolutely no obligation to buy, but if you would, I would love it if you just come and check out the party. Audra does some great parties and they're so much fun. If you click this link below, it enters you in for a free full-size product. So at least click the link to try and win the prize. And then I provide the link. Guys, that last sentence is super, super important, because when they get this message in their inbox, it doesn't look spammy. You know, hey, come to my party. Hey, buy this, buy that, whatever. They're actually reading that last sentence that says, by clicking this link, it's going to enter you in for a full-size product, or $20 in YCash or pigment or whatever you are capable of giving out for that prize. So that is super, super important. I do that with every single one of my hosts. I provide that little, you know, paragraph of word, just a couple sentences, short and sweet, with a cute little graphic, and then the link is the last thing, and in bold writing I say, click here to be entered to win the full-size product. So engagement in your party. You want to make sure that you are doing pre-party engagements. So what that is you just want to be making sure that you are doing pre-party engagement posts be in your party prior to it starting. So just pumping that party up. You always want to start your party by pinning a welcome post. That is just really important, because you want your party and your guests to know who you are, a little bit about yourself. What I do is I tell a little bit about my journey, just how awesome Unique's been for me, what it's done, you know, a little bit about how it's changed my life. I talk a tiny bit about the downfalls, my big pores, my little eyelashes, and how the primer and the mascara have been life-changing for me. So then that way they see a little bit about the inside of my journey, and they hear about 2 products as well. And then I tell them a little bit about my family background, and I attach a family picture and a mascara before and after picture with that. And I pin that in every single one of my parties. The next thing that you want to start your party with, and this is just my opinion, I start with an engagement post. Mine is the same post every single party. I've never changed it up, because I'm so obsessed with this post, because I really get a lot of engagement from this. And basically my post is just below to be entered in for, you know, a prize or whatever. Tell me how you know your hostess, and which item you would not leave without. The reason I use this one is because not only do I get to find out a little bit about them, but I get to find out what makeup item is their #1 item. And so that gets me, you know, my light bulb on, knowing, okay, so so-and-so likes lip glosses and mascara. So I'm going to make sure that I'm posting a lot of lip gloss and a lot of mascara, and I'm tagging her and showing her what we have to offer her. And the other person, she can't leave the her house without powder and lip stain, so I'm going to be tagging her in our powder and our lip stain post. So that one is super important, and you want to do that first. And again, your host tagging her friends in that as well. Okay, so this is the #1 important part of the entire party. So I don't know if you guys know the 80-20 rule. So there's an 80-20 rule with Facebook parties. 80% of your posts are supposed to be about your customers and engagement with your customers, getting to know your customers, finding out what their needs are. That is supposed to be 80% of your party. 20% is talking about our products. So remember that. Don't be talking about our products more than you're engaging with your customers. 80% of your party post should be about engagement with your customers, getting to know their needs, and 20% about the products. So that goes into call of action. Call of action is a big, huge part of parties, and I'll tell you why. So it is the key to increasing your sales, increasing your booking, and increasing sponsoring. So here's an example of the 3 call of action posts that I use. The first one that I use is called Pick a Date, Pick a Prize. And I basically have a calendar out, and they pick a date, and whoever picks a date to book a party with me, they get to pick a prize. And I have a list of numbers. They can flip them over, or a list of gifts that they can just choose from. They're just really simple gifts, guys. You don't have to go overboard. When you start earning those YCash and half-off items, like, really stock those things up. I try to use a lot of half-offs for my prizes. I don't use those personally. They don't benefit my sales, so I give them to my customers because those are huge for them. So pick a date, pick a prize is going to increase your sales. So write that down next to that. Pick a date, pick a prize is going to be your first call of action post, and that is going to increase your sales. Why? Because they're going to pick a date and they're going to book a party with you, which is going to increase your sales later down the road, because you're going to have more parties from that. Okay, the next call of action post is going to be ask me a question about my job. Anybody that asks me a question about my job, and I'm going to have just a really cute little graphic with it, and anybody that asks me a question about my job is going to be entered in for a free gift, whatever that might be. What this is going to help, to ask me a question about my job, that's going to help with you with recruiting. And you know why? Because they're going to be asking you questions about your job that's really going to put a light bulb in their head, and it's going to intrigue them to wonder like, whoa, okay. So Audra, my question for you is, how much commission are you going to make off of, how much commission do you make off your sales? And then I'm going to answer back, and I'm going to sit, and everybody's going to see this, and I'm going to say, well, starting out, I'm going to make 20% off all my sales, and eventually it's going to go to 25, and then it's going to just keep moving up from there. And they're going to read this, and they're going to be like, holy crap, all she's doing is posting selfies and doing this fun party, and she's making 20% of the sales. That's going to increase your recruiting, guys. The next call of action post that I use in my party, and like I said, I only use 3, is my virtual door prize slip. Anybody that goes and likes my VIP group and enters themselves in my VIP group is considered, they have filled out their virtual door prize slip. What that is going to do for you is it's going to help with your leads, because you are going to gather more and more and more customers in your VIP group, which means more and more and more people are going to be seeing your posts. And just because, and guys, this is super important to think about. So you think that you're having like a down party because it doesn't qualify, like, so what? Because guess what? From that party, you may have not gotten a qualified party, but you know what you did get? You've gotten people that have booked parties from your pick a date, or pick a date, pick a prize. You've gotten people asking you questions about your job, which is awesome that you can answer those questions and all of those people can see. And you've had everybody go and like your VIP group. So guess what? Now they're all in your VIP group, and they might not have the money to buy something now, but they might later when they see something in your VIP group. So guys, seriously, that is so big for you guys. The call of action is so big. A lot. I see inside people's party, and I don't ever see anyone using call of action in there, and it's just a big deal. Okay, so really quick, I'm just going to touch base on the best times to post. So they always say, and I won't go into detail with this one, but so weekdays, the best time to post on weekdays are between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. and then 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. The worst times to post are on the weekends. That does not mean do not post on the weekends. It just means it's the worst time to post. So keep that in mind when you are posting. Try and reach out, you know, try and get out there further on the weekends. The other bad time to post is 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So guys, in your parties, you've got to be posting like 5 times a day at least. Like, you need to be in there posting. Never ever be absent in your party. Always make sure that within, like, you know, a half hour to an hour, you are making sure that everyone's answers are being answered. So never ever ever be absent in your party. Thank yous. Thank yous are huge, guys. Like, you have to be publicly posting thank yous in your party. If you are not thanking every single person, they don't feel appreciated. You need to be thanking those people. They're doing you a big favor by ordering from that party, and also you're doing them a favor by, you know, thanking them and telling them thank you and showing them a little bit about their products and what they bought by, you know, in that thank you, kind of, you know, go into detail. Hey, thank you for your primer. It's really awesome for fine lines and wrinkles and pores, and giving you a flat canvas. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for your order. Simple, guys. Another thing that is really, really good that I've seen a lot lately on Facebook is creating a lookbook. I have just recently did this, and I've only started it once, and so far it's going really good. I've created a lookbook in my party, and I've created like 30 to 35 different looks using different products. And then what I do is I post all of those into like a little album, and I let everybody go in there, take a look in there, and anything that they like, they can comment below the picture that they like with their name and their email to claim that product. So like, for example, one of the products, one of the looks that I have is just my mascara and my bonbon. So I take a close-up of my bonbon, what it looks like. I show them, and I say, so make sure in the picture you are saying vanilla lip bonbon and the price, 3D mascara and the price, and then if you want this look, comment below, and we will you know, send you an invoice or whatever for the total. Games and parties are games are kind of a no-go for me. I think that if you're doing the call of action, you really don't need games. I mean, you're getting enough interaction with the call of action. So if you want to do games, the only one that I really do like is maybe the pigment game, and that's just basically you show all of our color pigments. The host will give you, as the presenter, her top 3 favorite pigments, and then everybody has to guess what the host's top 3 pigments are, and then you can send them like a pigment sample pack or whatever in the mail. Or I go on like a hunt on our website. I do a game on our website, like basically I ask them a question and they have to go on and find the answer. So like, you know, how much is it to join Unique? What does rose water do for your face? Which foundation is the best coverage? Just, you know, things like that they have to go on and actually like do the research. So I think that's it, guys. Like you guys really need to go in there and rock your parties with your host, work with your host, get a bond there going with your host. And if you guys are rocking it out with your host, like, your parties are, they're gonna boom, guys. Like it'll just be really good. And using those call of action. So you guys all go in there, try to book a new party tonight, and try these tips, and you know, share with everybody how they've worked for you. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys rock your party. So talk to you later. Bye, guys.